Y'all, I have been avoiding this episode because after this one, there will be one more episode of the season, and then I will not see you guys again until May. Well, technically, I will see you guys again if you guys are subscribed and you watch my videos where I do my actual videos with my face and everything. And this is not the podcast, but specifically the podcast, we will not see you guys again until May, and that's crazy, honestly, to me, because this podcast is literally where I yap about the most random things, and but when we come in for the new season, it'll be really focused on my journey as an author. That will be what most of the season will revolve around, but we will also have our interviews where we interview other book lovers and everything like that. And so therefore, there will be a mix of things. Majority of it will be my journey as an author, but there will also be the interviews and the side videos where I do those as well. So I just want to give you guys a little, something to expect something to expect when you see the new season. I believe this is what we've done season one, season two. Is it season three or is it season four? What season are we in, you guys? Let's check real quick. I can tell you guys. We are in season three, which means I will see you guys again in season four, which is actually really crazy. The last episode we did, we yapped about the most bookish things, which was episode 8. You guys can go watch that episode. You guys can also go watch from the past few seasons. I don't recommend watching season one unless you're looking at like the more high quality stuff, because when I was starting my channel, I didn't really know how to edit, and so it was ghetto, all that other stuff, and yeah. So I don't recommend listening to season one, but seasons two and three were most definitely like my peak eras where we've actually know what we're talking about, and I actually know how to edit now, and I know what kind of goals I'm going for with the book. Wait, with this with the podcast. Oh my goodness. So I just want to say, like, you know, I know it's crazy. I know it's like literally at the end of every single season where I get all sentimental, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like you guys, like we're not going to have this anymore and this anymore. Guys, I act like I'm never seeing y'all again. Like, guys, oh my goodness. And like the end of every season just opens up for new opportunities and new ideas for me when it comes to this podcast. So really, this is something I need to like be appreciative of, honestly. Like this is something we should be appreciative of, that I even had the chance to do this. And honestly, yeah, but I'm gonna save all this happy stuff for the last episode where I do an interview with one of my siblings. You guys will have to stay tuned to listen to that, or watch that, or whatever you do whenever you put on this podcast. But today specifically, we'll be reading good reviews on books that I hate. Now, let's see what episode that was that I did this, because I did something similar to this, but it wasn't this, if that makes sense. So I read bad reviews for books that I love 2 months ago, and let's see. This was episode number 4, season 3. So if you guys want to go watch me read bad reviews on books that I love, where I listen to people's opinions and everything like that, you guys can go listen to that episode. But I've never seen anybody do reading good reviews on books that I hate, and I wanted to do something original because I knew, everybody else does that. So I want to do something a little bit more original for this episode because I got that idea from other booktubers, like Belle Therese and whatnot. So I want to do something a bit more original that I chose to do, etc., etc. So today I will be reading to you guys good reviews for books that I hate. These are going to be more recent books, that I've read more recently, and also some old books. Like you guys can see, One of Us is Lying. I read that like early last year, like in the summer of last year. So we will be doing a little something something. You guys know whenever I have a book on the thumbnail, we always talk about that book. So, yeah, this demo was made a few months ago, guys. Honestly, I should have done this a lot earlier. I just really been putting off. I didn't know when I wanted to do this episode because I was just like not ready. Because I knew I'd be like, no, but like think about it. But whatever. Let's start with a book that I read called Leave the World Behind. Let's go ahead and get this one out the way. I rate this book 1 star, which a lot of people rate this book pretty badly. The average rating for it is 3 stars on Goodreads, and the most popular star is 3 star. Not even 5 star, 4 star is not the most popular. And a lot of bad reviews, honestly. So let's read one review. Wait, it's supposed to be good reviews. I better read a really bad review. So we're gonna do 5 star. We're only gonna do 5 stars today. Like you guys know, I only read 1 and 2 stars last time. We're gonna be reading 4 and 5 stars. only if 5 stars not available. So this one is rated 4 stars. Get ready to watch this book's adaptation on Netflix. Such an amazing team on the board. Homecoming and Mr. Robot's director Sam Esmail and fabulous cast including Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts. I cannot wait. Oh no, this is smart, thrilling, riveting, suspense, and family drama, but it's not a great choice to read it during your quarantine and chill times because it's claustrophobic, dark, suffocating, and apocalyptic story. Something going on outside, and you gotta stay in your house to save yourself. But maybe sometimes taking risks and leaving the world behind, getting out of your shelter to see things that with your own eyes can. Is this supposed to be a synopsis? Okay, guys. Okay, we're gonna try a different review because that kind of feels like a synopsis. Okay, so someone rated it 5 stars actually says it's 4.5, but Goodreads doesn't let you do that, so they rounded up to 5 stars. It says a middle-aged white couple and their two guys. This is another synopsis. Okay, here we go. The book just affirms that ratings are lies and inaccurate and should not be trusted, and if the book sounds interesting to you, you should just read it. Stories find their own audience. I happen to be part of the audience for the story. I think this is marketed as a thriller, but it's so much more than that. I don't understand why books have to be marketed in such a rigid-like way, especially when they're a blend of genres. It's not even about one thing that's not a story. The writing style isn't going to work for everyone. It's distinct, it's unusual, and it follows its own set of rules. And it worked so well for me. It's elegant and clever. It calmed me even though stories get progressively more frantic, my anxiety was rising. The fact that something was looming over the story like a dark cloud made me feel uneasy. The characters didn't know what was happening and the readers being immersed in their uncertainty. It was uncomfortable. Their world was gradually changing, entering a post-apocalyptic state. When the supposed luxuries of life are taken away from you, what are you left with and what matters? It's a grim reality that was being crafted. It's desperate. You're surviving on base human emotions and behaviors that have been amplified due to the unknown. Rational and morality are out the window. It was all done so well. I was completely captivated. I just want you guys to know, I read this book really badly because the chapters dragged on. There was a lot of repetitive movements, but I see, this person really liked it. I rated it 5 stars. Okay, another 5 star rating, 4.5 rounded up to 5. There's a lot of mystery around what this book is exactly about. Everyone is being deliberately vague, and after having read it myself, I can now say that it's the right approach. I finished this over the weekend, and ever since then, I've been trying to think of how many other books make me feel this way. Not many, that's for sure. This is a book you have to deliberately read and go blind into, and allow yourself to absorb carefully. I think one of the most genius things about it is that everyone will have their own reaction and response to it. The reason being is that fear is unique. We're all afraid of the same things for the same reasons. Alan takes the knowledge and puts it on display perfectly. He moves the walls of the room closer and closer and closer until you can only hear the sounds of your own heartbeat beating faster, faster, and faster. This book is brilliant, and while I know it won't be a favorite for everyone, it's a book that asks you a very personal question. What do you become when your ability to obtain knowledge disappears? If I read this book in any other year, I would have been giving it a lower rating. And when Alan wrote this, he had no idea that all things could happen in 2020, particularly COVID. Ooh, so this was written before then. I don't know when it was published and written and everything. This book is much more impactful now that we've been living with the virus for 8 months, and it's no longer something that sounds awful or allows you the hubris to think, man, I'm sure glad I never have to worry about this happening. This is now. This is real life. The disbelief, the feeling of being caught off guard, and the need for knowledge, longing for normalcy. Those are things we're experiencing right now. So, before 2020, I wouldn't have understood. I wouldn't have gotten it. I wouldn't have but I get it now. I get what this does to people. I get what does to society. I get what this has done for me. Thank you so much for Echo Books and Roman Allen for my free review copy. And okay, okay, that rest of this, so it's an arc rating, but So I'm only gonna rate two of these because it seems that all of these have to have like there's all these long reviews. So yeah. The next one I'm gonna be doing is I Am Watching You by Teresa Driscoll. I did not like this one. It did not focus around the plot, and it was stupid. This one has a 3.96 average rating, and the most popular rating being a 4 star. The second most popular being 5 stars. So we're gonna do the 5 stars. Okay. First one is twist. Never what I expected the ending. Everyone had a secret, lives were ruined, and in the end for nothing. Twist. That's all the review is. Okay. The next one is I Sorry. I love this author's writing, and her previous two novels are among my favorite reads ever, so I was eagerly waiting for this book. And wow, with this amazing, unputdownable suspense masterpiece, Teresa Driscoll proves that she is right up there with the best thriller writers of today. This book is genius. What I admire most about this author is her beautiful writing, and spare yet heart-wrenching. And this book combines that wonderful writing with the guys, I can't read today. This happens every time I try to read something to you guys. I can never figure out how to read words. I swear, guys. I promise I can read. And this book combines that wonderful writing with intense. Apologies, y'all. I am back. Hold on. I did not put the setting right. And this book combines that wonderful writing with a tense page-turning plot, a tense, pacey, sensitive, and emotional story, written in the author's stunning and heart-tugging prose. A book that makes you think, one that will stay with me for a long time. One of the best psychological thrillers I have read. Right up there with Gone Girl, and in my opinion, better than The One Girl on the Train. Cannot wait for more from this brilliant, versatile, and incredibly talented author. Okay, okay. I think we're gonna do two more books, because I don't want this to be too long, and I got stuff to do, y'all. I only got 7 minutes. So what's another one that I did not like? But I know, well, I obviously have to do One of Us is Lying. I just cannot find that on my Goodreads. I'm going through my books that I've read, so I have to find it manually before I can, do anything. Where is, okay. One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I did not like this book. It just felt like a copy paste, but you changed up the names and everything, and it was like you had your typical stereotypical stuff like that, and I just did not like it. But the average rating of this is 3.92 stars on Goodreads. So the most popular rating is 4 stars, and the second most popular rating is a 5 star. So let's do 4 stars because we haven't done any 4 star ratings. We've just been doing 5 stars. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough time to read this. Oh, this isn't literally okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this at a 4 star. I wasn't sure between 3 and 4 because it's one of those books that was driving me crazier than I am. I could have put the book down and went to smack everyone in the book. Major players, Simon, Brunt, Cooper, Addie, Nate, they all get attention and one dies. Why? There are lies and evilness all around, stupidity and sadness. I mean, period. I see what people love this one. It's a popular one. I like the show. I did not like the book. So I'm trying to find another one that's short because I don't have enough time. Oh wait, there's one. Detective Jessica, human lie detector reporting for duty. I got to the bottom of this and figured out it pretty easily early on, but that didn't detract from the story in the slightest. Initially, I was worried that this was going to be too much like The Breakfast Club meets Murder, She Wrote, but other than the student stereotypes, this wasn't like that at all, and I was glad. Like I said, there was a lot of stereotypes, and that just got me like, okay, but whatever. I love how entertaining this was. I appreciated the little twists and turns here and there that kept me on my toes while I focused on the big end reveal. I also thought this was especially impressive for a debut. Stories like this are pretty common, so it's quite ambitious to try and make it your own, but I thought McManus nailed this. It had great pacing, solid writing, and engaging plot. Interesting characters, and I also now have a new book boyfriend in the form of Nate, so that's always a bonus. Can I read properly today? Swear. I can't wait to see what kind of books McManus writes next. Hopefully it's more of this. Please and thank you. 4 stars. Okay, period. We only have enough time for one more book, but that means I'm only gonna be able to do one review. So we need to find a good one because I want to end this one off with on a good. Oh, Icebreaker. Icebreaker, guys. I rated Icebreaker 1 star. I did not like it. This book has an average of 3.78 stars on Goodreads, and the most popular star is 4 stars, and the second most popular is 5 stars. Okay. mean, y'all sat through that gruesome, so yeah. This, this was everything I wanted and more. And y'all, Lola, Robbie, JJ, Russ, the Puck Bunnies group text, the entire dynamic of the friend group just made this even more enjoyable. And I have a plus for my main man, Henry Turner. Y'all, Henry, I don't care what y'all say, it's Henry, y'all. He's a king. I'll take no arguments. Not only amazing characters, but also positive conversations about therapy, diversity, and representation within the friend group. It's positive banter and comedy, iconic friendships, immaculate romance, and the spice goodbye. And nothing but amazing things to say about this. It wasn't even all that plot heavy. So if you're a plot person, this may not be for you. But I'm a character person that through and through, so this got me. I'm shut up, but just want to read it. Here I was thinking it was just a casual, no commitment, no jealousy thing. Shut up, Anastasia. Oh, that's a quote from the book. So yeah, y'all. That's it. Um, I'm sorry. Um, guys, I'm dead. I'm reading the comments on this one. Everybody's just like, did we read the same book? Like, we read two different books. Your taste is quite peculiar. Larry, I love you, but this book is awful. Oh, this is a YouTuber? Okay, y'all. So we're gonna end this episode here because I really don't have any time to continue. I got a Bible study to be at. So we're gonna go ahead and end off this episode right here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and notifications so you guys never ever miss a video. I'll see you guys in my next episode or my next video or my next YouTube short. And yes, leave a comment down below on what book that you hated and what is the average rating for that book. Ooh. Love you all so much. See you on next video. Mad out. Kisses. Mad out and goodbye.